in my soul. Running on the road. When we come, okay. Okay. What? Yeah. Hey. Hiding in my soul. Ooh. Yo. What? What? What are we doing? Usman is back. Is he back? Is he? I don't believe he is. Usman is back. No, he is not. Stop talking about Usman like he's back. He's just not back. All Usman did was beat an undeserving contender that is probably one of the most overrated fighters in the UFC. He's not back. Buckley sits fight win streak against who? Against who? If I go up and punch a bunch of homeless women and claim that I'm on a 20 fight win streak, does that mean anything? Does that Ruzaboyev? Oh my gosh, Ruzaboyev, the guy who beat who did Ruzaboyev beat? Freaking Damas. This guy beat Damas, a guy who's what, on his 12th robbery of the month. We're talking about Ruzaboyev. Ruzaboyev's can't even stay out of jail. What are you talking about, Ruzaboyev? Ruzaboyev beat Damas, who can't stay out of jail. And Cedric Damas, who did he beat? Dennis Talulin in a fucking scrap of the decade? I mean, come on. Luque pulled guard and quit in that fight. What are you talking about, Luque? Wonder Boy, who's 41 years old. What do you mean, Wonder Boy? 41 years old, you know? Dag, you are a part-timer? No. Colby title challenger. Colby on 3 weeks notice? I mean, we can go band for band when we're talking about Joaquin Buckley. Super overrated. I mean, he's a borderline virgin. Like, who are we getting here? I mean, let's keep it a buck here, man. Like, who are we getting? You have a lot to say on this topic? Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Bro said Buck would KO Usman. Bro, people, I know, but they're stupid though. Buckley has never had power. Buckley has really never had that type of power. This guy's not Ilia Topuria. He's not Alex Pereira. He's not even Khamzat Chimaev. Buckley does not have power, right? He just doesn't have power. It's like, who is he KO'd? You know? Who is he like flatlined? He's not flatlining guys, right? Chimaev's flatlining guys. Okay, maybe not Chimaev, but I mean, GM3 is a real threat. What is going on chat? Oh, what is going on, chat? Not much is going on. We're talking about Usman versus the world. He flatlined Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy got a button on his chin. I could flatline Wonder Boy. He literally has a button on his chin. If you can touch his chin, it's a button. It's not like a boom, boom. You know, Wonder Boy. You don't have to hit Wonder Boy with a fitting, vatush, gutting, bam. You know, you don't have no one hits Wonder Boy with that and puts him out. You just touch him on the chin and he goes out. Hill pulling out. What's Jamahal Hill doing? Y'all didn't see this? Jamahal Hill refuses to fly to Baku. Refuses to fly to Baku because apparently his flight goes over Israel and Iran. And I completely agree. I would not want to take a flight to Baku or to another country if I'm going directly over Iran and fucking Israel. I mean, who would want to do that realistically? That you're a dumbass if you're... They're literally going hypersonic missile for hypersonic missile. Like, I wouldn't want to step in, bro. I've always dreamed of you in glasses. Okay. You won 3.5K on Usman? Yeah, I knew. I tried to tell y'all Usman, but no. My whole argument this whole time was never that Usman's good. It's always just been about Buckley is ass. Khalil Roundtree chilling in Baku. Yeah, I know. Asmat Mirzakhanov should step in. Asmat Mirzakhanov, he could step in, yeah, but Asmat Mirzakhanov is in America, so I don't know. You're about to trip right now? Oh, thanks for letting me know, bro. I appreciate that. Many fighters lose late in their career to end up to up and comers. Kamara dodged that last night. Dana sets these fights up on a purpose. Younger fighters over the edge. No, I don't think so. I think Dana White wanted Kamaru Usman to win because the amount of money Dana White can milk on Kamaru Usman, like Dana White literally wants to go up to Kamaru Usman, grab his nipples and start squeezing him like he's a cow. Just start milking the tits. You know? He really just wants to milk those tits of Kamaru because he's good at bringing in money. How good is Chimaev? I mean, exactly, right? That's the thing you gotta... If Kamaru Usman's dominating Buckley on the ground, Chimaev would completely butt-fuck Buckley. Straight up. Buckley would be just a wet puddle, you know? Completely different brew. Yeah. Jamal doesn't want to get involved. That's good. The Middle East isn't the world's problem. No, it's not like Jamal Hill doesn't want to get involved in the Middle East. It's just he doesn't want to fly to Baku because there's a shit going down in the Middle East. That's the deal. It's not like he doesn't want to. I don't think Jamal is ducking like some people are saying on Twitter. The fight is just cursed. First fight 303, Khalil pulled out. Second fight Hill did. I don't think it's a curse. What's your name? Oh, okay. I don't think the fight's cursed. I just think it just happens sometimes, right? You know what fight I think is cursed? Paul Craig versus Rodolfo Bellato. I mean, first fight gets booked. Rodolfo Bellato had to pull out because this guy got herpes. And the second fight, he faked the worst. I've seen porn that has better acting than whatever the fuck Bellato tried to pull. Like, come on. UFC wanted Buckley to win? Nope. No, they did not. They did not want Buckley to win. They wanted Kamaru Usman to win because he's way bigger of a draw. Facts. Jonu's, what up, boy? What's up? Hill already in Baku? What you mean? Is he really? I don't believe so. He picked Buckley. I picked Usman. UFC wanted Buckley to win? No, they did not. They wanted Usman to win because he can make more money. Facts. Someone picked Buck by KO. Okay, those hand movements are starting to put me in a trance. Bro, Kamaru just BF'd Buckley, just like Hamza would have. Yeah, but Hamza 10-8'd Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman couldn't take down Chimaev. So I would imagine a first round submission for Chimaev against Buckley. Like they're not even close, really. You bet 10 cents on Alonzo and 160. Dude, I went crazy for picks. Y'all gotta see my picks. Bro, y'all gotta listen to me. You guys gotta listen to me now. I am the captain now. I am the captain now. You got to listen to me. You got to listen to me because I am correct. I am always correct. Look at this. Look at this. So we got first decision. I mean, women's decision. I got Philip Rowe underdog. I thought Smotherman was going to win. It is what it is. Got Ochoa KO second round. I got Wellmaker. I got Chiesa. It is what it is. I got Manyfield decision. Dog decision. I got Abdul Malik. I thought Garbrandt was going to win. I got Shabazian, I got Namajunas, and I got Usman, which was a dog. So, if you guys want to listen to anybody, bet your life savings with the advice of anybody. Dare I say you listen to me, my boy. Dare I say you listen to me. I believe Hill gets it done this Saturday. Inshallah. I've been rewatching some tape on Hill and Khalil, and personally, I think it's tough. It's tough. I really do like Jamal Hill. I really do love Jamal Hill, but this is a tough fight. Took off the glasses, you dork. Nope. Usman is not fighting Bilal Hussein. No, wait for JDM winner. Usman is not fighting the winner of Islam JDM. Usman's got to be a genuine idiot if he thinks he can wait out and get an Islam JDM winner. I mean, the whole UFC is cooked. Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if in the next month we're seeing guys who literally make their debut in the UFC saying they're going to wait out for a title shot. I would not be surprised. You're seeing some guy coming off Dana White Contender Series being like, yeah, I think with a win over Chris Matinho, yeah, I think we're just going to wait for another title shot. Like, these guys are so fucking entitled. It's crazy. Buckley is a draw to back-to-back main events. No, but Buckley's not a draw. The guys he's fighting are draws. Bilal's being fed to Shafkat. Bilal's not fighting Shafkat. Yeah, you on his Insta. Let me double check that. Do you hate Usman because he would have beat Hamzat in 5 rounds? No, I don't hate Usman, but I also know that Chimaev would completely dust Usman if it was a 3-round fight, a 5-round fight, a 12-round fight, an 11-round fight. If this was to the death, Chimaev destroys Usman. It is what it is, you know? People love making excuses for Usman. They really do. But the fight's a fight. If this, if that, if ands and buts were what's that saying? If ends and buts were candies and nuts, you know what I mean? Like, keep coping, buddy. When are you making the JOI? No, I'm not doing JOIs. I'm not doing any joys. I'll leave that to the OnlyFans girl. Usman not getting the next title shot. Yep. Good point. Hamza beats Buckley in 1 round. 100%. Also, Dag, don't forget Usman lost 5 rounds yesterday, faded after all the grappling, so that narrative would have been Chimaev. Yeah, I know. Usman gassed. Crazy. You know I've been saying Usman would be Buckley too, LOL. I don't know. Good luck getting that 3.5K. True. Dag's picks are like Chiesa's career right now on a win streak, but because they got easy matchups, this was easy card for picks. Oh, yeah, who picked Alonzo Menifield? Who picked Kamaru Usman? Who was picking these dogs? Nobody was picking these dogs. Okay? What are your Baku picks? I haven't made my Baku picks just because I haven't really looked at what's really going on in Baku. I don't even know who's on the card. I'm going to keep it a buck. I hate when UFC goes back to back to back and have no freaking flipping, thoughts. They don't let me think. That's a problem I have. I understand you're Muslim, but okay, I'm going to get a title shot, not Islam. What? Didn't you make 2 accounts in a month? Yeah, you're just fucking timed out, bro. Count to fucking... I'm just timing this guy out. Derek Lewis Steel Cup? Yeah, I got your ass. Yep, you're fucked. Where are you? Derek Lewis Steel Cup, gotcha. We got him. Put user in timeout. Yep, timed out. Yep. Count, buddy. Start counting, kid. Can we address the fact that Paul Craig's opponent absolutely flopped and should not get another UFC fight? I thought it was hilarious. I would love to see Bellato. I would love to see Bellato get a win streak and get a title shot purely off of flopping. I want that to be the only way Bellato wins. You know, I want in his next fight, whoever it's against, Johnny Walker maybe, right? I feel like that's a good next step up for Bellato. I want to see the next fight, literally Bellato grabs Johnny Walker's knee, picks his knee up, gets on the ground, and smashes his face with the knee. And be like, dude, I just got KO'd. I want a title shot. I'm just going to sit out for a title shot against Big Unk. Yeah, I'm just going to sit out for a little bit. Yeah, wait. I think I deserve a title shot off that performance I put on. Like, these guys are just stupid. Belato's the same guy that went to a draw with Jimmy Crute. So did Alonzo Menifield. Alonzo Menifield went to a draw with Jimmy Crute. And I don't know, did Bellato go to a draw with Jimmy Crute? Jimmy Crute's underrated, low-key. It was a draw. Wow, crazy. They didn't announce Islam JDM is next. No, they did announce Islam JDM, 100%. Bellato versus Azmat, book it. You're hilarious. Big Hawk can get a spy from Kenny's channel. He's not a spy from Kenny's channel. What are you talking about? A spy from Kenny's channel? You think anybody genuinely cares about Kenny? Is this rage bait? Because this is the only thing that gets me mad nowadays, is just stupid idiocy from people like this. Big Unk MMA is a spy from Kenny's channel. First off, a spy from Kenny's channel. Nobody cares about Kenny that much to be a spy for him. Second off, I mean, what is he spying on? I'm not giving out the insights on, you know, where Iran's nuclear activity is going on. I'm not giving any sort of big news, big things that you wouldn't hear, that you wouldn't be able to search up on your own. Like, I'm just yapping. I'm like, what? Man, Kamaru surprised me. Nice pick there. No, Kamaru looked terrible. I'm going to keep it a buck. Kamaru looked terrible. Did y'all not see how stiff Kamaru was? Kamaru Usman was so stiff in there. I genuinely thought Kamaru was my meat after an Alexa Grasso compilation. Genuinely. I was looking at the fight. I'm like, wait a minute. This guy's so stiff. Now I know how my phone looks at me when I'm looking at my phone, looking at Alexa Grasso foot compilations. You know, when I'm looking at Nina Drama live recaps or Nina Drama AI oil on feet, you know what I'm saying? Like, now I know how my phone looks at me. The same way I'm looking at Kamaru. It was just so stiff. Usman is also not young. He has to get a title shot soon. No, that's not how that works. That's really not how that works. That's not how that works. Just because someone's old doesn't mean they get a title shot. Just because someone's old doesn't mean they get a title shot. We should make sure it's only ever about merit. And then on super rare occasions when we have guys like Conor McGregor, or we have times where there's no one else in the division available, then okay, we can give out these undeserved title shots. But until we get to the point where there's a Conor McGregor on the rise, or there's no one else in the division for the champion, then until we get to that point, stop giving out undeserved title shots. Please, Dana White, I beg of you. This is just making me a really mad man. You think he'd what? Degs Downies assemble. We're not called the Downies. I was thinking about what are like some names I could have for the people that watch my shit. What's up, Shotty? I was thinking the Dagtards. Could I call you Dagtards? Dagtards assemble. You know what I mean? As a collective, could we be called the Dagtards? Maybe that you guys don't like that, but you know. I saw Big Unk glazing Kenny before I got timed out over there. I called Islam a crotch sniffer. That's why I got timed out. Really? I don't be timing out people unless they're just committing absolute blasphemy like that fucking Derek Lewis Steel Cup guy. Blasphemy. Dags dogs? Call us the Dags. No, I'm not going to call you. The F slur. The 3-letter slur that gets thrown around. People in Britain, they use it. They use that a lot, but they don't mean what we mean. And by we, not me, because I don't use it. I've never said that word before. It's not my word, but it's a great word. We invented it, white people, straight white men, with another invention, one of the best inventions. I wasn't glazing anything. Yeah, you thought I was getting KO'd in the 5th round, to be honest. Nina Drama, bit funny. I'll give that to you. Thank you. Why don't you respect for unks that get it done late in their career? That was awesome yesterday. Oh, dude, that was awesome. What Kamaru Usman did, literally looking like shit. You know why I don't want Kamaru Usman to get a title shot? You know why I don't want Kamaru Usman to get a title shot? Because he is going to get steamrolled. He is literally going to get bent over by either JDM or Islam. He's going to get bent over, and this is going to be Islam. Oh, this is going to be JDM. Oh, that's what the champion, whoever it is, regardless of who it is going to do to Kamaru Usman. Where are mods at? Don't know. Don't care. I'll turn off monetization. I'll turn that off for you. I really do want to turn it off because it's not great, not good, not fun for anybody. All right, here, let's go. Moderation. Off. I mean monetization. No, we're not being called that, Leandro. No way. Prates chins Buckley if that's the fight they made next. Buckley throws jumping, spinning, reverse uppercuts shots when he explodes. Prates will keep his range and see that and see that as an opportunity like Kevin. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Prates would absolutely chin Buckley's head off. Like I think a lot of guys. Buckley's about to go on a Darren Till type run. Do you guys see this, or is this just me? Buckley's about to go on a Darren Till type run, except he's not even going to make it to a title. He made it to Kamaru Usman, whereas Darren Till made it to Tyron Woodley in the championship. Buckley ain't even going to make it to the championship. He's just about to go on a skid and probably get cut from the UFC. Let's be honest. That is what it is. That's an insane name. No, I've heard that name before. That's a completely real name. I'm not going to say it, but that's a completely real name. I believe it just comes from, Iraq. I'm pretty sure that's a common name in Iraq. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Downies. Fellow Downies, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's a name from Iraq. And I believe it means the sunshine is rising. The sunshine is great. We love people of everywhere. Is that not an Iraqi name? No, that's not from Iraq. I swear I know a guy like that. I swear I know somebody named that. No cap. Where have you been? I thought Israel called you back to the promised land to fight for the war. Nah, not yet. They still trying to implant me. They said I said I'll come back to the Holy Land only if they let me get famous. That's the only way. They said we need you back because you're one of the best we have. You know? And I said, "You know what? Make me famous, I'll come back to the Holy Land." Holland Buckley 2, book it? Hell no. Holland needs at least one more win, and then we can start talking Holland Buckley 2. Then, but I need to see Buckley fight someone worth, because Buckley can beat Holland for sure, right? JDM Usman can beat, but Islam he loses. Bro, JDM gets destroyed. What do you talk? I mean, no, I didn't say that. Usman gets destroyed by JDM. Got a credit karma? Add dad going Jewish again. Nope. Say it, bro. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Yeah, you're from Iraq. Yeah, see, bro? Yeah, exactly. It's a common name from Iraq. We want Little Sunshine too. Bro, dag all politically correct until that racist name pops up? What do you mean? That's the name you call your volunteer workers at your farmhouse? How kind. I mean, what a beautiful name to call them. Calls out Big Unk, yet let's... What? Who called out Big Unk? No. But yeah, I'm calling Big Unk out, right? Big Unk MMA. JDM destroys Usman. You know that, right? Like, what is Usman going to do? He's not going to take down JDM. Usman has no mobility, not even just his knees, but his entire upper body and lower body. Just his whole body in general. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Remember when Buckley was calling out Islam and Habib? Bro, you say remember as if that wasn't like one day ago on Demetrius Johnson's podcast. Why you trying to nostalgia farm right here? Dude, remember that day when Buckley called out Islam and Habib? It's like, bro, that was literally 4 days ago. Why you nostalgia farming here, buddy? Okay? This isn't freaking Disney classics you're bringing up. This is freaking a podcast from 2 days ago. I've never seen so many people complimenting my Iraqi heritage. Oh, dude. Yeah, man. White boys on top. Yeah, I was advised not to say that anymore. Apparently, can't be proud of... Whatever, like, dude. I'm just proud of my heritage, literally. Old Burns took down JDM for a couple rounds. Aw, bro, stop it. Old Burns, if we do current day Burns versus current day Kamaru Usman, I'm gonna say right now, Burns wins that fight. He really does. He really does. Might as well make Iraqi man mod. No, we're not doing that. There's actually this Iraqi girl that I thought was really attractive that I saw one time. I went up to her and I'm like, "You're Iraqi, aren't you?" And she's like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I'm like, I know my Arabs. I did 2 tours. Over there. She's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yep." And then that was the end of the conversation. Sean Brady's the next champ. Say different. He deserves a title shot. Oh, yeah. Sean Brady's the next guy up. Yeah. after JDM beats Islam, Sean Brady's the next guy up. Then Kamaru Usman and Bilal fight. And I don't know. I don't know how we match make the division. All right, this is how we match make the division, right? So we'll do JDM Islam. We'll do Usman Bilal. No, we'll do Usman Ian Gary, Bilal Shavkat. Sean Brady waits in the sidelines. That's what we're doing. White Summer inbound. It's White Boy Summer, not just White Summer inbound. White Summer, I think of like, no, we're not doing White Summer because white girls are so 2016. Let's keep it a buck. White girls are so 2016. That's a good joke, Dag. No, current Burns beats current Kamaru, 100%. If the Iraqi is racist, I don't think so. Why'd you say that? When the what poison? What's her name? Mia Khalifa. Is Mia Khalifa an Iraqi? Really? I didn't know that. That's actually really interesting. I thought she was lesbian or some shit. One of them lesbians over there. Because lesbians right above what's it called? Right above Israel, right? Yeah, yeah. I heard Mia was working for the Hezbollah? I'm pretty sure Mia Khalifa is working with Hezbollah in Iraq. Is that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You know what's crazy? Mia Khalifa has had connections to, no, not Iraq, to Lebanese. Mia Khalifa has connections to Lebanese and is in direct contact with Hezbollah. But I thought Hezbollah was from Dagestan. But apparently he's an enemy of Israel. I didn't know that. And I thought Israel Adesanya was cool with Hezbollah. But apparently I'm wrong because I was looking at the news today and that's what it was all about. Dag, let me join panel to discuss the state of 170. Okay. You want to talk about it? I'll be down. What's the first time you've ever agreed with me on what's going on? Maybe. Making me a mod? Here in Iraq, it's hard to find women since most of the men buy them in bulk. Ratio's about 1-4. Yeah, I heard that's a problem. But, drop the StreamYard? Nah, Unk, just download Discord, buddy. Unk, it's Discord or nothing. You don't like the term white boy. Why? Why don't you like the term white boy? What's wrong with the term white boy? It's a great term. It's one of my favorite terms, actually. White boy. Come here, white boy. Oh, I'm just a white boy from the countryside. Thoughts on World War III conflict right now? I think it'd be a great, it's all about looking glass half empty or glass half full. And if I'm looking glass half full, at the end of the day, this is going to make a great Call of Duty map and a great Call of Duty storyline, right? I think a great Call of Duty storyline is you can pick, or maybe just a video game, where you can pick between the Mossad and you can pick between the Iran Islamic regime. I think that'd be dope. That'd be a pretty dope game. And you can, make decisions, right? You can nuke things. You can be like, I'm developing this. That'd be a dope game. I'd play that game. Dag doesn't know the struggles of a white man. That is true. I'm what you call spicy white, right? I'm not really a white guy. I'm Italian, so. She's the goon general to keeping morale high. Yeah, I think every army deserves a Mia Khalifa, just keeping the morale high. There's nothing new. It's always been known she's Lebanese to the world. Yep, true. Dag, you should have a separate channel called Dag Hub where you just talk about all the. I don't review corn starters. My right arm is not that yoked, man. It's not that bad. Look at my right arm. Which one's bigger? My right arm or my left arm? They're literally the same. Tell me they're not the same right now. They're literally the same. You could overlap them and it's identical. I'm a white boy. You're getting drafted? I'm not getting drafted, buddy. Didn't say it was anything new. I said, y'all MFers say World War III starts every year. Yep. You got to remember, nothing ever happens. Okay, Quagmire. WTF? What are you talking about? Nah, you're sick in the head. What are you talking about? What did I do? Right arm is Uberim. Left is Grant Dawson. What? Bro's putting hours into corner? Bro, what are you talking about? They're literally the exact same. Overlap them. They're the same. They're the same. Y'all are just I think you guys are just being blinded by what you want to believe. You guys are not living in reality. You guys lived in reality. He's doing it on purpose. LOL. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about. Dag symmetrical. It's symmetrical as hell, buddy. Okay, listen here. Symmetrical as hell. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It has become a concern over the past couple of years. Because some days I just realize, dude, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, I'll just catch myself. I'll just catch myself in bed, dude, and I'll just be like, you know, y'all ever be gooning so bad you end up like just sweating the bed. Like, you know, y'all ever just sweat the bed? You've been gooning so much, you've been just like genuinely burning calories. So I'm so skinny. It has become a concern over the past couple of years. It really has become a concern over the past couple of years. You're fucked up. Sounded to make sure mom didn't hear that. Yeah, I didn't want anybody to hear that. Yeah, I do sweat the bed. Yeah, I do sweat the bed. Yeah, I genuinely burn. I'm pretty sure I'm burning more calories doing that than your average person on a daily thing. Like y'all ever catch yourself like being like, oh, it's 11 o'clock right now. I'm just gonna look for like 20 minutes and then I'm gonna go to sleep. And then you catch yourself and it's like 3:30 a.m. and you've been doing it for like 4 hours or whatever. Y'all ever catch that? Your arm size should not be that different. Mia Khalif got you bent. Nope. Who wins, Islam or JDM? JDM. JM's gonna stuff the takedowns. He's gonna stuff the takedowns, and if he gets taken down, I believe that he's gonna be training with the right people, and he's gonna have the right game plan. And he seems like a smart individual, and I think that he's gonna be able to beat him. Because he's gonna understand what to do, especially training with a guy like Volk, right? It's gonna be good. I'll send you a link, bro. Dag needs a hobby? What do you mean? I don't need no hobby, bro. Chill. Show the left nut compared to the right. I'm not gonna do that. Shout out to all the. Whoa, what? Bro, why are you saying that? Why are you saying a bad word, bro? The fuck is that? Yo, what's up? Once he stopped hitting the vape, the mod disappears. Yeah, I'm completely quit, bro. Yeah, I completely quit. I don't do that. I'm gonna drop the glasses here, boys. I'm just gonna put these away real quick. No, it makes me look like even more of a virgin. Did mommy make tendies and honey musty? No, who calls honey mustard honey musty? That just sounds like you're saying that it's shit stank. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even make sense. You can tell Dag would cream if Mia hugged him. And bro, y'all ain't even here for the lore, which is crazy. Y'all missed a lot of the lore. But why am I hearing Discord notifications? Am I actually tripping? Of course I'd cream if Mia Khalifa hugged me, bro. Are you kidding me? I mean, stop it. That's Mia K. Why do you have your mom's shades? They're not my mom's shades, bro. Come on. You know the thing where you swear you don't have Down syndrome? What do you mean, do the thing? Do the thing like that's my line? I'm not Shrek. Do the roar. I don't have Down syndrome. And I swear I don't have Down syndrome. It's not a thing I do. I just say that because it's true. Dig, what kind of pie are you going to smash in your face when DDP wins? Also, will you live stream the event so I don't have to listen to Dom Cruz? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what I realized? For the events, you've been gone for 2 days, bro. I know. It's because I was thinking. I've been thinking for the past 2 days. Where do you go now? Oh, you're in there? Shit. I was hoping you wouldn't. I don't see you. I'm not going to lie. I don't see you. Oh, I do see you. Dag is... We don't care that you are downs. We accept you. I don't have downs. I don't have downs. What are you talking about? We accept you, bro. I don't have downs. What do you mean we accept you for having downs? We don't accept someone. This isn't me coming out of the closet, bro. Like, what are you talking about? I was thinking for 2 days. Okay, this is what I was going to say. For the fight cards, I think I'm just going to go play-by-play. Because I was trying... I couldn't access the pay-per-views, and there was no one I could listen to that's doing play-by-play. Nobody I could find. I was trying to listen to MMA Joey, and this is all I would hear. Nice punch by Wellmaker. Yeah. Nice punch. Yeah, low leg kick by Wellmaker. Nice punch by Wellmaker. Yeah, nice punch. Yeah, he punched him real good there. Oh, I told you I was gonna knock him out, dude. You know? So I need to do play-by-play because there's nobody else that's doing play-by-play for guys who can't watch the pay-per-view. Do I go to the debate room? Oh, fuck. I actually got to talk to you. Yeah, you can go in there. Go to the waiting room. No, go to the waiting room. You can't go into the debate room. What have you been thinking about, becoming an accountant? No, I was not thinking about becoming an accountant. I was thinking about, like, is this meant for me? Am I supposed to be doing this? I was thinking, like, do I just give up now? Like, I was genuinely contemplating, like, never posting again, just completely disappearing. And then you guys would, no one would remember me. They would just be like, maybe they'll be like, oh, like, no one would be like, oh, remember that dad guy? They'd just be like, I just lose their mind, you know? You're an accountant? I'm not an accountant. Def got Asperger's. I don't have Asperger's. It's no problem. It's weird that you're denying it. I'm not denying it. I'm not denying it. Guru does play-by-play? Yo, whoever is spamming me on Discord, who is spamming me on Discord? I swear to God, I'm about to punch you in your freaking face. Don't bait on stream. Duh bait. Not bait, bro. What firm do you work for? I'm not an accountant. He's ready for his next L. Don't give up. Why give up? Oh, just because sometimes it doesn't play out. Sometimes I'm really don't. Sometimes I look at my videos and I'm like, I wouldn't even watch this, right? And it's like, can I improve? I'm asking myself, can I really improve? Can I do better? Can I become more entertaining? Can I reach an audience? Can I improve this aspect? Can I do this? Can I do that? You know, so it's like a bunch of questions I was asking myself. I'm like, am I wasting my time? Right? Because it's just like, am I wasting my time? You know? Why do you stream? No. Yeah, if you play-by-play, people like it because they don't have to pay for pay-per-views. Yep. You're an account? I thought you were colossal tired. I'm not an accountant. Somebody needs an app? No. Don't give up because you'll just be a guy like me working a job watching 19-year-olds get tendies hand-delivered by mommy in between streams. I don't get tendies delivered in between streams. That's misquoted. Actually, completely misquoted. All right, let's talk to King Tersey here. Hello, King Tersey. How are you? Hello, King Tersey. How are you? Sometimes I watch my videos and think, would I watch this? Dag. Yeah, dude. You ever be watching my shit and being like, I don't even think Dag would be watching this. You know what I mean? You ever watch one of my videos? Maybe you're just like, you know what? I don't watch Dag videos, but you know what? I'll just click on it for the pity of clicking on it and being like, yeah, I'm not watching this. Guru uploaded for years before he blew up. Relax, let it flow. Yeah. No shame in being an accountant. I'm not an accountant. King Turzy, bro. You're muted. You're mudded. This guy asked me to... Can't hear you. Yeah, you can. You can literally hear me, bro. Widowy. This guy's widowy playing games. Like, what? Whoa, who are you to be playing games with me? You know who I am. And I just freaking closed Discord. Nice one, dude. Yeah, this guy's cooked. Mighted. Dude's out here fighting Warren Day, getting chicken fingers to his room. I'm not getting chicken fingers to my room, man. What are you talking about? YouTube channel will blow up more if you do 10D reviews and live stream freak offs at midnight. Yep, no. Look into the camera and say Drickus is going to lose. I know you're probably going to get off to this, but you know what it is, what it is. Drickus is going to lose. How have you not banned me yet? Why would I ban you? For what would I ban you for? You're clowning on me? How are you not? How have you? Why would I ban you? Bro, this is if I dude, do you know how much more boring it would be if people who didn't shit on me, there would be nobody here. If I banned anybody who shitted on me or disagreed with what I had to say, there'd be nobody here. This is company. Another lost debate for Dag 1-7. Yeah. I'm going on a Tony Ferguson level losing streak for debates, and that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. No, bro, yo, it is literally not true. Yo, I literally know it is not true, yeah. I know, mate. I'm in the start. Thing. Check out Jamahal Hill's Instagram. Let's see if he's actually in Baku. Jamal Hill, is he in Baku? I don't know. He doesn't want to be in Baku, apparently. Oh, shit, he is in Baku. And he says he's ready for war. Jamal Hill says, Baku, I'm here and ready for war. Are you? Are you ready for war, Jamal Hill? I don't think you understand what war is. I don't think you understand what war is, Jamal Hill. I've been to war. I've literally murdered people. Cold blood. That's war. Being shot at with a gun. Bullets. Vroom, vroom, whiffing by my face. You don't know what war is, Jamal Hill. I've been to war. Call of Duty. Rainbow Six Siege. Okay? Clubhouse. Penthouse. You don't understand what it means to hold down a site, Jamal Hill. You don't understand this shit. You fight for a living. I put my life on the line. You are cooler than Lorenzo that has ban happy. Yeah, he's ban happy probably. Not working, I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know. It's on you. I'd say hang around with the YouTube thing. Do you play Rainbow Siege? No, I used to play Rainbow Siege. I used to play Rainbow Siege back in the day. I used to play Minecraft Hardcore Factions back in the day. And I used to play Rainbow Six when Jinxie made it popular again. Hill is my African brother. He will win. I think Jamal Hill is from Michigan. Is Jamal Hill not from Detroit, Michigan? What do you mean your African brother? This guy's from Detroit, Michigan. African brother. Yeah, all right, buddy. All right. Good thing those fights weren't in the Middle East this week. Too many ballistic missiles soaring through the skies. True. My name is Rainbow. I play on words to Rainbow Six Siege. Okay, nice. It says I don't have permission to speak on the channel. No, you could speak. Lorenzo is a pussy. True. He is, bro. He even has this guy's literally has like a pedophile mustache. Like, bro, chop the caterpillar that's on your top lip. Really, chop up that caterpillar on your top lip. Please. I beg you. I used to play Siege, but there was always a dub queue of 12-year-old team killing, so I stopped. Yep. I couldn't play Rainbow Siege because it got to a certain point where it's like you actually got to lock in, and I just despise locking in. You might have to give me permission. You have permission. DDP is the only African champ. Yeah, current African champ. Yeah. Do you or did you play Clash Royale? Yeah, I'll play it every now and again, but I'm not a competitive player. No, I'm not a competitive player. But I had the game when it first came out. Lorenzo timed me out for 24 hours because I was on every MMA stream except his. That's called being insecure. 100%. You shouldn't ban people for being on someone else's stream. How about this is a great idea? How about this great idea? You become more entertaining. Damn. Can you do a Tendy tier list video rating the best places to get tendies? Yeah, this be coming on the way. Yep, that's coming down the line. Lorenzo won't even show us his mom. Why would he want to show you his mom? It's weird as hell. We should be worried that Thug Rose is a boy. Smash. Yeah, the other African brother, Usman, will take welterweight belt. No. He talks about her all the time. In what way does he talk about his mom? How did Maverick not beat her? I'm not going to lie. I did not watch that fight. Who's hotter, Thug Rose or Mia K? Stop it. That's easy. Maverick got robbed? Yeah, I didn't even watch that fight. I did not watch that fight. Nor will I rewatch that fight, you know? I'm glad I missed that fight. I wasn't at home. I'm so glad I missed that fight. Smash it past Hamza. What kind of question is that? Smash. Thug Rose looks like a trailer park mom that smokes Marlboro Red and drinks Coors Light. There is a little bit of an attractiveness to that. I ain't gonna lie. There's a little bit of like, you know what? I wouldn't tell anybody, but I'd definitely, you know, I'd. Islam is the biggest pussy ever. Islam is the biggest pussy ever. Ever seen he now saying he still wants to fight a 155er after watching Usman show ground game? I did see Islam. So today, Umar Nurmagomedov came out and said that we all know Hunter Campbell went over to Dagestan. Umar said that when Hunter Campbell flew over to Dagestan to have conversations with Umar and Islam and all of the Dagestani boys, Hunter Campbell was the guy who was trying to convince Islam to move up the division, and Islam saying that he still wanted to fight at 155, didn't want to vacate, and apparently wanted to defend both belts at the same time, but Hunter Campbell was trying to convince him that's not a great idea, move up, and we're going to move on. Which is interesting because now Umar, yeah, you're fighting in Song Yadong. Yeah. You just want to reveal UFC business to the public? Umar wants to hop on a podcast and reveal UFC hidden secrets on a podcast? Yeah, you're banned, kid. You're fucked. Yeah, good luck against Song Yadong. Yep, you're done. Dag, I left a bowl of pancake mix on my counter for 2 weeks. What do I do with it? Eat it raw, probably. Yeah, that's what I would do. Eat it raw. Yep, eat it raw. Usman beats Islam? No. Usman beats Islam? No, stop it. Islam mops the floor with Usman. He beats Usman worse than Usman's ever been beat, you know? Probably 10-8s him in the first round, and the second, and the third, and then finishes him at the end of the third. Like, it's bad. If you shaved your head, you look like Thug Rose. I don't believe I would. Maybe I would. I am the best. Islam smokes Usman 100%. I need to know What got you into Hamza? What made you such a big fan? The Li Jingliang fight made me a huge fan. When he dominated Li Jingliang, picked him up, and while Li Jingliang was in his arms, him yapping to Dana White, that's what made me probably one of the biggest fans in all of UFC. That's what really put me on. Why should Jamahal Hill be involved? LOL, what significance does he have? Well, I think Jamahal Hill has a lot of intricate insights onto, onto what goes on in the Middle East. No, dumb fuck. I'm saying that Jamahal Hill didn't want to take a flight to Baku because of, the flight was apparently going to go over Iran and Israel. If you aren't a Hamza fan, you're delusional. To be fair, everybody leaks everything. Yeah, and then look what happens to people who go against the UFC. Anybody who ever goes against the UFC gets completely butt fucked by the UFC, and that's great. I think that's a great thing they should do. The UFC kind of operates like a mob. Does it not? It kind of operates like a mob. I feel as if that's true. Hamza scams his fans. No, he did not. Hamza did not scam his fans. He made a crypto token, and people took advantage of him. Poor innocent Hamza. Sold his soul to a warlord? Not true at all. I'll literally debate you on that. I didn't sell his soul to a warlord. The warlord has his entire family literally at gunpoint, so he didn't surrender his soul to a warlord. You're being a privileged white male. You're being a privileged white male right now. I mean, why would any American support the idea of being involved in an Israel-Iran war? I think that Israel Adesanya has no place fighting an entire country of Iran. You know what I mean? What is Israel Adesanya? Like, this guy, what does Israel Adesanya have against Iran? Like, I don't understand. Maybe it's because they don't like dogs in the house. Maybe that's a thing, but I don't know. With your Usman logic, you probably think Moicano sucks too because he lost. Oh, Miocic sucks because he lost to a Jones at 40 years old. Nope, I didn't say that. I didn't say Miocic sucks. Stop trying to twist my words and suck my cock at the same time. I didn't say Miocic sucks. I said Usman sucks. Dag last resort will be OnlyFans post where he eats tendies in the bathtub full of honey mustard. If I ever get to that point, please shoot me. I give you full permission to blast my head off if I ever end up reviewing chicken tenders in a bathtub full of honey and musty sauce with a sody pop beside me, drinking out of a sody pop, reviewing chicken tendies on OnlyFans. Please brutalize my brains. I literally give you permission to smash my brains with your penis. What do you think of the battle of the brittle knees of Kamaru Usman? He sucks. He's stiff as hell. Thing I do like Hamza, but I don't think he's invincible. I think he gasses early, has a weakness in round 5. No, he doesn't gas. Stop it. No, he sold out a bag on the crypto. No, Kamaru Usman tried to make a cryptocurrency, and if you understand cryptos, this is how John Duty. So I know you don't understand crypto. That cryptocurrency was on the verge of saving the entire world from starvation and hunger. But people took advantage of him. Hamza pulled a Hawk Tua. No. Rainbow, get in Discord now. Yeah. Hamza's manager wearing a $5,000 Louis sweater while he says they sniped most of the coin supply initially. Oh, heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. Someone wears some nice clothes. Heaven forbid. Someone goes from rags to riches and puts on some nice clothes. I mean, this guy's just so. Are you a commie? I think Email Milson's a commie. This guy's complaining about a guy who worked hard, wearing the fruits of his labor. Commie, communist. Yeah, you're banned, kid. No commies allowed in here. It came to pay up for all of those gifts. No, what gifts are you talking about? Hello, Sneaky. Israel is dragging America into their own wars. American government seems to be fine with putting up their country in danger. Jamal is a smart American. I didn't know Israel Adesanya is trying to drag America into wars. I don't think Israel Adesanya has the power to really drag a whole government, right? Am I tripping? Or does Israel Adesanya just have a bunch of power we're not talking about? Are we really talking about that? All Hamzat haters step up. Buckley has no fight IQ. Usman has no striking. Usman's ass. He's so stiff. Is my name tough? Yeah, it's super tough. But the way you said tough, Tuff, makes you sound like a 9-year-old. I don't want to say that word. 9-year-old idiot. Dad gonna sell a half-eaten chicken tendies? No. Buckley was supposed to fight like he fought in round 5 for the whole fight. And no, he couldn't stuff those takedowns, because if he tried to stuff takedowns, he would have gassed. Usman's stiff as hell. He is. Do you eat ramen? Yup. Sean Strickland said the same crypto company offered him money. Yeah, and you know what? Sean Strickland beats up other men and gets bricked up doing it. You know, this guy is a weirdo, absolute weirdo. Sean Strickland literally sold his soul to Monster Energy. Don't even try to bring up Sean Strickland in a morality game. John Duty. Did Hamzat rug pull his fans? No, he did not rug pull his fans. Stop it. Usman was getting the hands on the true Wakandan warrior on the feet, though. If Buckley had better takedown defense, Usman would be on the canvas in the 4th. If ands and butts were candy and nuts, man. You know? The Canadian calling people commies. Nah, Emo Melson is an actual commie. No. Emo Melson, you're a commie. You're a genuine communist. Because you're complaining about someone working hard and getting money. This guy wants freaking factory workers to get fucking all the money and literally destroy the economy. I mean, you should not be able to vote. The gifts, dude was flaunting them with the warlord. I don't know what you're talking about. Warlord this, warlord that. Look to John Duty. You think your country's so innocent, buddy? You think your country's so innocent? Whatever country you're from, I guarantee you, they're just as bad. No such thing as a free lunch, and Hamzat didn't want to pay up. Hamzat is one of the most morally correct UFC fighters in the entire world. Do I make Domino's drivers go through the... what? Israel Adesanya will beat Iran? I don't know. I've never seen Iran fight before, so maybe we'll see how he does. Dag so puss, he would never clear the physical to get drafted. Yeah, they would say I'm too much of a specimen. I'm not worth dying in war. I'm not worth dying in war. That's what happened. I'd go for the physical to get drafted to the war, and they'll be like, holy fuck. We need this guy to have as many kids as possible while all these betas are dying in war. That's what they literally have told me that before. It's true. True. I'm in the Discord now. Is this where Dag sends his news and Tendy reviews? No, I do not. I don't do Tendy reviews, man. I just don't do them. Come on, man. Hamzat is banned from more countries than Strickland? That's because Russia's banned, bro. Russia's banned from everything. Stop it. Russia's banned from literally everything. Hamzat threatened an entire stadium. I'm coming for everybody. Then proceeds to shout, Allah Akbar. You're a dumbass, bro. You genuinely... That's not threatening... Bro, no. You're what? 12 years old? You got to be at least 12. At most, you're 13. Toby drama. What country is Strickland banned from? Lots of them. Too many to count. I believe Makhachev loses to Usman and Buckley. Makhachev? Islam Makhachev destroys both Usman and Buckley. And it's not close. Not close at all. Because he was buddy with the warlord. He's not buddy with the warlord. Okay? Not true. Not true at all. What about Habib and Islam? They've been seen with that warlord before. What are you talking about? What about Saeed Nurmagomedov? What about Saeed Nurmagomedov? What about Magomed Ankalaev, who used to train at the warlord's gym? What happens with them? They fought in America. What are you talking about? When Hamzat shouted Allah Akbar, many people stood up in the background. Oh, Jesus. You're dumb as fuck. What country is Strickland banned from? All of them. I kill everybody. I'm most dangerous guy here. Yeah. Nah, real shit. Islam smokes Kamaru and Buckley right now. Oh, smokes them bad. Smokes them like they're... a French person having some lunch and coffee. Smokes them. I've been in Islam, hang out with Ali. Ali, the guy with 5 different passports before a certain date. True. Ali, the guy. I don't want to get into Ali stuff. The Ali stuff is deep. Ali, I'm pretty sure, doesn't he have like a kid with like a very young lady who may or may not be mentally stupid? I don't know the full story. Don't quote me on this. But it goes deep. It really goes so deep. The Ali stuff. Yeah, Noah. That's why Connor was saying Noah. Because Noah, okay, this is all alleged. This is all alleged and speculation. Apparently, from what I saw, search it up on your own time, allegedly, Noah is Ali's kid Noah is a kid Ali had with a woman who is a young woman. A young woman. And she may be like, and I'm pretty sure she was the sister of like a terrorist? No? Ali's a terrorist, snitched on his friends? I mean, allegedly. Makhachev was struggling against a short featherweight. He isn't going to gain much strength as people think when he moves up. Yeah, but later man skill. Best post-fight interview, UFC history, go. Chimaev Li Jingliang. Look into Mike Beltran's past. Mike Beltran. Really? The shady connections of UFC. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ali can't leave the country? True. Nate Diaz? Oh, Nate Diaz? Oh, Nate Diaz? Yeah. Conor McGregor. Nah, fuck that. The shady connections of UFC's referee Mike Beltran.
UFC ref Mike Beltran appears to be a member of a brutal police gang. Outside of the octagon, he works as a deputy sheriff in East Los Angeles, a department with a 50-year history of notorious gangs within law enforcement.
I heard something about this. I heard that there's gangs in the LA police where they have like tattoos to signal what gang they're in. Bro, LA is cooked. LA is burn all of LA, please.
Enforcement.
CBS News is taking a closer look at the lives lost to alleged gangs within the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department.
They're known for wrongly murdering civilians, sexually exploiting female officers, planting false evidence, and so much more.
To me, they're...
What? They just straight up just murder people, bro. That's crazy.
punks. The people that killed my sons, that executed my sons.
One of the most high-profile gangs is called Los Banditos, with its members having a tattoo of a gun-wielding skeleton wearing a sombrero. The UFC's own Mike Beltran works at the very same...
No! They caught him red-handed. They got him red-handed. You know what? I don't know how I didn't notice this the entire time. He does give the vibes of a corrupt cop.
Department, and
Beltran was a sheriff. He is a sheriff. Today.
has that exact tattoo, and supposedly you only earn the tattoo through so-called chasing ink, a gang initiation that requires the person to commit a serious crime. Whistleblowers from inside the department claim this can be even murder.
There's been multiple occasions where they say, hey, we got a guy that has a gun and he's running from us. In reality, that person never had a gun.
So this is the story of how UFC referee Mike Beltran may be part of a murderous police gang. UFC fans will know Mike Beltran as one of the most prominent referees in the sport. Outside of the very main guys like Herb Dean and Mark Goddard, Beltran is probably in the next tier of good refs. He has the wild braided beard, is pretty no-nonsense inside the octagon, but appears
Nah, no way this guy called him no nonsense. We all know that title only belongs to no nonsense Keith Peterson.
to be a big, friendly giant when he's not officiating. But if you dig a bit deeper, it turns out Beltran has been a deputy sheriff or had other roles at the East Los Angeles Sheriff Station since 1995, and that department is synonymous with one thing: police gangs.
There are the Little Devils, Posse, the Wayside Whiteys, the 2000 Boys, the 3000 Boys, the Jump Out Boys, the Banditos, the Executioners, the Spartans, the Cowboys, the Rattlesnakes, and the Tasmanian Devils.
The West Side Whiteys? The West Side Whiteys? Yeah, no way this is real, right? If this is real, they gotta come up with better names. I mean, some of these are just completely stolen. Tasmanian Devil? Bro, that's already taken. I'm sorry. You can't just claim shit and be like, yeah, that's our new name. The West Side Whiteys? That sounds like a musical group. That sounds like a group that's about to perform on Broadway. Now presenting the West Side Whiteys. Like, bro, what? What are you talking about?
Killed 19 people, all of whom were men of color, several of whom were in a mental health crisis when they were killed.
It turns out it's a part of a far wider problem. For the past 50 years and beyond, LA's sheriff stations have suffered from a deep-rooted network of internal gangs.
Government from the county level, the state level, and the federal level has known about this issue since the early 1990s, and no significant action, policy change has been brought forth.
They unofficially run the departments, decide who gets promotions, and effectively operate as a street gang under the shroud of being law enforcement. But despite a lot of clear evidence, they deny any such existence.
You obviously, you've had to deal with a lot of street gangs.
Right.
So then if you hear people saying, oh, there's gangs within the sheriff's department,
I
then...
say where? Show me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And there's one gang that stands out from the rest. They're called Los Banditos.
The Banditos. The Banditos operate mainly out of the East LA station, and their tattoo is of a skeleton wearing a sombrero with a smoking revolver and a sheriff's badge. They have a culture of working backwards, arresting or shooting civilians and coming up with probable cause later by planting and manufacturing evidence.
It's a male-only, mostly
That's crazy. That's insane.
Latino gang who come out of the East Los Angeles department. And that's where the half-Mexican, half-American Mike, or his true name Miguel Beltran, has worked for over 2 decades. On paper, he's the perfect fit to become a Los Banditos member. And while that's
Dad, keep this documentary going. I'm almost finished. Yep.
merely speculation, Beltran has a tattoo that implicates him as part of this gang. It's been spotted before, but recently Beltran shared an image showing off his pectoral tear, but the enormous bruise wasn't the center of attention, but instead a small tattoo on his arm. The tattoo features a sombrero wearing skeleton and is synonymous with the Los Banditos gang. It's even likely that hiding this tattoo is the reason why Beltran is one of the only referees who opts to wear a long sleeve shirt when officiating. And if there was any chance this was just an unfortunate coincidence, the tattoo has the 3 letters ELA at the top, a reference to the East Los Angeles department that both he and the Los Banditos gang works out of.
They got him. They got him. They got him red-handed. They caught him.
So what do the Los Banditos actually do? And why is it so bad that Mike Beltran is associated with them? Each gang is rumored to specialize in certain illegal activities, whether it's drug trafficking or police brutality. Yet, Los Banditos has an extra bad reputation. They're known for sexually exploiting female officers, planting false evidence, and even murdering civilians.
The sheriffs in the gangs view themselves as warriors or occupying armies against minority communities, and where one's status is enhanced by using excessive force or shootings or other forms of misconduct against community members.
Bro, we gotta look at Mike Beltran funny moments after this, just so we can contrast what this guy's sexually assaulting female officers, And then we got to look at like some funny moments.
It's really a serious problem.
The experience of female officers is captured within a 2015 lawsuit that involves a female trainee's account of what happened during her time with the Banditos of the East Los Angeles Department. She began training under someone nicknamed the Godfather of East LA and was told she must call him daddy and submit to his wishes. Another officer...
Yeah, that's Mike Beltran if I've ever heard. Yep, Mike Beltran, you dirty dog. You dirty, dirty dog. Hey, you dirty dog, buddy.
Said she needed to perform oral sex on the deputies whenever they wished, otherwise she would never pass her probation period. They physically assaulted her when she denied and made her work a misery. The Banditos wouldn't provide her with backup, would do things like block her car while in public, send her on calls with just minutes left on her shift, and on one occasion even ran her car off the road. In the end, this case...
What? 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 They were that salty, she said, nah? Holy shit, what?
This was settled with the individual receiving $1.5 million from the LA County, which is the taxpayers' money. In fact, over $36 million has been paid out in litigation just from deputy gang cases in the East LA station. But this isn't the only type of crime they're known for. Another is called working backwards, a term for when police officers arrest someone who may be innocent only to plant the evidence themselves.
We have heard that sometimes they arrest someone for no reason and then try to find a crime to accuse them of.
It's called working backwards. You make the detention first, then you figure out legally how you can make that detention.
This may be done to get people harsher sentences, covering up their own mistakes, or as a way to discriminate against certain ethnicities. One potential method would be to plant a fake gun or a real gun on the body or car of someone they had shot at as justification for their actions.
What?
This is
Plant a gun? Plant a gun? Do they shoot someone? They're like, fuck, now I gotta think of an excuse. They go plant something, right? They get their deputy over. Yeah, he had a gun. He was pointing at me. The deputy takes a closer look. Wait a minute. That's a police grade gun. Yeah, criminals these days, man. I mean, they're getting weapons so good today. No. That's literally your gun. That's your gun on the ground. Wow. Criminals, they can get guns really quick. No, literally, that says your name on it. And it says, it inscribed in the gun, it says your name. It says this gun was checked out today by you. Wow, these criminals are getting crafty. These criminals are crafty vets over here. Wow, great one.
Isn't just a rumor or speculation. Whistleblowers who once worked in the ELA station have flat out confirmed this.
Yeah, I think they do. Police do have quotas, but I don't think it's for like murders and arrests. I think it's just for like stops and signs and shit. Imagine they got murder quotas. Yeah, you're looking at 6 Latinos, 2 blacks, 1 white. Get them out of here. Let's go on the road. Roll out, Autobots.
In numerous investigations, of course anonymously, to protect their safety.
Hey, we got a guy that has a gun and he's running from us. In reality, that person never had a gun. And they would say, oh, it was a phantom gun. It was something that really wasn't there.
So you have personally witnessed that?
Yes.
In a couple of neighborhoods in East LA, this exact scenario has claimed to have happened on multiple occasions. So much so that a group of grieving mothers who lost their sons at the hands of deputy sheriffs have teamed up to try and fight back against those who supposedly should be defending the area.
They say that he had a gun and that he was reaching for it. And that's why they shot him 13 times. Did your son have a gun?
No. There's a story where he has a gun in front of him and they kind of put their arms around him and they felt it. There's a story that he pulled it out and that he pointed it at them. There's a story that they seen him pulling it out and that's where they shot him. All of those facts are false.
But in this specific case, there's more than what meets the eye.
The gun that deputies allege Vargas was in possession of was tested for fingerprints and DNA. According to lab reports, no latent prints were developed, and a DNA profile was not obtained from the grip, trigger, or trigger guard.
With no fingerprints found on the weapon and the Los Banditos having a murky history of planting guns on their victims, who knows what's true? In fact, many people involved believe that these violent acts are a part of gang initiation for the Los Banditos, because in order to be branded with the Los Banditos tattoo, sheriffs must show their commitment by engaging in serious illegal activity. It's a term they call chasing ink.
When deputies try to join the gang, it's called chasing ink, referring to the tattoo.
What does chasing ink have anything to do with being involved in shootings?
If you get involved in shootings and situations where your life is at stake, well, they respect that. And if you are chasing ink, well, you're going to look for trouble.
And doing that, looking for trouble, getting involved in shootings, will help you get into a deputy gang?
That and doing what you're told.
And just remember, UFC ref Mike Beltran has this very same tattoo, so at some point in his policing career, it's very likely he engaged in illegal activity to be welcomed into Los Banditos, named Salvador Solis. Solis was an ex-Mexican mafia member who needed protection from both current mafia members and rival gangs within prison. At the time, Beltran was working within the prison as part of the Operation Safe Jail Unit, a team dedicated to reducing prison violence and gathering intel on gang activity within the inmates. According to Solis, Beltran asked him to turn into an informant for them, and when Solis denied, he was placed directly in an area of the prison with strong gang influence. 2 weeks later, Solis was assaulted, and he claimed that one of the attackers outright said, "Beltran gave you up during the beating." Solis ended up filing a
He snitched. Beltran snitched.
lawsuit against Beltran. Ultimately, the case was ruled in Beltran's favor, but not without a lot of controversy. The court said that Solis's version of the events were much more credible than Mike Beltran's, but they had to side with Beltran due to a lack of evidence. And without putting on the tinfoil hat, Beltran would have been in possession of all the documentation throughout the situation, while the inmate would of course have nothing. The court actually criticized Beltran for being, quote, less than forthcoming with regard to the presentation of evidence that should have been in his immediate control. On paper, it looks like Beltran may have been guilty, and while turning a blind eye to the protection of a former Mexican mafia member in prison for first-degree murder isn't the worst crime in the world, perhaps the—
Damn. They got him, fool. Hey, they got us, fool. They got us. Hey, Beltran, bro, get out of here, man. They got us, bro. Yeah, they got us, bro. That's tough. Is that tough? That is tough. That is bad. We all cracking on Lynn Perez. I'd snitch, fuck prison. No torta, gotta go. Yeah, but it's not about snitching, though. It's not snitching. He literally snitched for no reason. It's not like his life was in danger. He was a correctional officer. He literally just snitched for no reason. Have you seen Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad? I've seen neither. I haven't seen any. Nah, I don't be watching that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really watch TV shows. Give it a buck. Tell me what nighttime did. Tell me what nighttime did. Have you seen? I've seen neither of those. Then Mind Beltran has got a whole show as a gang member. Yeah. How does this affect Beltran's aura? I don't know. It's a compilation. Let's see a video. Mike Beltran, funny moments. Mike Beltran's funny moments. This is one of Mike Beltran's. Yo, what's up, man? You've seen it? Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope as hell. That's dope as hell. Who do y'all got for I'm gonna get a poll going actually. Oh fuck. Start poll. Beltran out here collecting bodies and reffing fights. I mean, completely poggers. I rate him. He's pretty dope, pretty sick. Just kidding. I don't rate him. I don't believe that. I think that he is a little bit of a weirdo. Weird guy. RDR Whitaker. Oh, that's it. That's an interesting fight. RDR and Whitaker. RDR and Whitaker. You know, I want to think that Whitaker gets it done, but whenever I close my eyes and actually think about how that fight goes down, I just see RDR stepping in with the knee and really hurting Whitaker as Whitaker's trying to, like, you know, like Whitaker does like that double jab, right? And when he's fighting taller guys, he'll like lean forward and he'll dart in with the jab like this, right? I just see a knee coming right to his face. I'm going to keep it a buck. I just see a knee, boink, hit him right in the dumpski. Whitaker wins. What's next for Chandler? I don't know if Whitaker wins. It's a tough fight. That definitely requires some analysis. What's next for Chandler? Bobby Green. No. Marcio Ruffy. Marcio Ruffy. Make it happen. Kamala gonna smash Jamal. Kamala Harris. That's dope. I like to see RDR going a run. Coming over from one. No. Fuck that. Whitaker, baby. We need all of Chimaev's wins to age beautifully. The Kevin Holland win aged well. Kamaru Usman win aged well. The Kevin Holland win aged well. The Leech win didn't win or go too well. And we need that Whitaker win to age beautifully. That's what we need. RDR too slow, getting pieced up? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. You're trying to convince me of something I don't even know yet. I'm really just unsure. Khalil gonna smash Jamal? Nah. I'd like to see RDR. No. Whitaker finish round 3? Maybe. Whitaker could, but both of them can go 5 rounds, I feel. And it's like RDR is huge and Whitaker ain't that big of a guy. Like Chimaev was bigger than Whitaker, and Chimaev's not a small guy, but RDR is literally a fucking behemoth. Like, y'all see RDR with, but the thing is, have y'all seen RDR with Andrew Tate? It's like, oh my gosh, his striking's literally ass. Did he? Is that? Am I tripping? That's not RDR. I thought that was RDR. Oh, really? That's not RDR? Oh, shit. Oh, never mind. Gaethje won't fight unless he gets the title. He's not worthy after his loss. Why not give him Conor? Would be a banger. Conor's done. Conor's done. Conor ain't coming back anytime soon. Conor is completely done. Cooked, fried, mentally, physically, everything. Done. People forget Dag could stuff Bo's takedowns. I do train takedown defense every day. Every day of every day, I train takedown defense. And that's all I train. I don't train striking. I don't train grappling. I don't train jiu-jitsu. I only train takedown defense. Which female fighters have the biggest strap on? Okay, Juliana Pena, number 1. No. Juliana Pena takes, and she's dating a man. Amanda Nunes 1. Kayla Harrison 2. Virna Jandiroba 3. Jessica Andrade 4. I don't know. Conor's busy with politics, which is good for Ireland. Is it though? Is it though? I don't think Conor does well at politics. Just because people say he's quote unquote based doesn't mean he's gonna be fucking good at politics, bro. I agree Connor's done, but you have to admit Connor versus Gaethje would be buzzing. Yeah, of course. Connor versus literally anybody would be fucking dope, but this guy's not doing shit. I feel like Rose is packing a heater. Rose has a boyfriend. You think Pat Barry's getting dicked down, bro? You think Pat Barry's getting dicked, bro? I don't think so. Connor would shut down the borders in Ireland so fast. You're hilarious if you think that. Connor just taking a cocaine break. He will be back. I mean, yeah, cocaine break. Yeah, it's the longest. The longest cocaine break I've ever seen, bro. Literally, Pat Barry def getting dicked by Rose. You think? I don't know. I don't think Pat Barry doesn't seem like the type of guy to want to get dicked. He would have got dicked by that one guy. Connor's perfect for president. Stop it. What's the first thing Connor does when he inevitably becomes president? What is the first thing Connor would do if he became president? Probably legalize prostitution. First thing he's doing. Second thing he's doing, visiting a wall for some reason. I don't know. That just comes to mind. Pat Barry does give off big feminine vibes. Yeah. He has turned into an adjacent boy. Yeah. Email Milson. He will solve the immigrant problem first. You look like who? Nice one. Facts. Pat Barry was with her. She actually was hot, not. She looks like a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, but that's the thing. Pat Barry likes the fact that Rose looks like a 12-year-old boy. Like that's a part of the relation. That's a core part of the relationship dynamic. Is that in order for Pat Barry to stay committed, Rose must look like a little boy. You know. Like Rose is like, oh Pat, I think I'm gonna grow my hair out, and then I'll get it cut. You know, like a girly girl. I want to be a girly girl again. Pat's like, no. Wait. Hear me out. How about we cut your hair nice and low, and then we take your tits and we slice them right off, and I want you to look into my eyes and say, nah, I'm just kidding. Rose is nasty. Your personality is gross. I don't know her personally. I don't know Rose personally. What do you think about the up-and-coming strawweight? Nice one. Nice one, dude. Nice one. Thought Rose was a buzz cut and purple strap on the bed for sure. Nah, I don't think so. She just doesn't seem like it. Thug Rose seems like the type of shoddy to be like less of a strap-on girl and more of like a Fortnite girl. You know what I mean? Like Thug Rose seems like one of the guys, but not like one of the guys that like, you know, wants to fuck you. Not one of those guys. We all have those friends. Thug Rose doesn't have sex. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she's like, what is that called? Like agnostic or some shit when you don't have sex or whatever, or when you don't like that's asexual. My bad. Agnostic is like religion and shit. So it is what it is. But yeah. Are you sped? No, I'm not that fast. Like Scoob, we gotta get out of here, man. Like Scoob, we gotta get out of here, man. Dag, why didn't you stream for the fight night? It was a good one. I was going through it mentally, bro. Which side of your family's Jewish? My mom's side. I was going through it mentally, bro. I wasn't even going through it mentally. I was just like, fuck, man. I was just like, fuck, man. I just told you, bro. I told you I was questioning. I'm like, I just want to stop posting videos, stop doing everything. Stop. I know what you're trying to do. What is he trying to do? Dad was gooning 2 days straight now. Yeah, so you're Jewish. I think it's only if it's a mom. I know for a fact that Dag didn't know who the suspect was in Scooby-Doo. Nobody knows who the suspect is in Scooby-Doo. What do you mean? You never find out who the suspect is. Like Scoob, we gotta get out of here. No, I can't do it. Like Scoob, we gotta get out of here, man. Like Scoob. Listen here. No, I'm asking because he said he's been at bar mitzvahs. Yeah, everybody's been to a bar mitzvah, bro. Come on. He's going to say a certain sentence after you say you're Jewish. What sentence is this guy going to say? Dag is the gooner suspect in Scooby-Doo. The gooner suspect? Is that like a classic trope in Scooby-Doo? Like Scoob, I think we got a gooner. Like Scoob, we totally got a gooner. You haven't been to one? Oh, they're super fun. You can meet a lot of people. So it's really cool. Like Scoob. He's totally jerking it off, man. Like Scoob. He's totally doing a JOI, fam. If I started a channel, I'd only have Derek Lewis Steel Cup asking for JOI. I only never seen it advertised. No, you have to get invited. You don't just show up to a bar mitzvah. Like on social media, never see it? Yeah, because you're not in the right groups. Wait, no troll. Are you half Jewish? Bro, I told you, bro. I'm a Messianic Jew, bro. I'm a Messianic Jew. That's what I am. Like Scoob. Do they do circumcisions at bar mitzvahs? Nah. I'm circumcised, though. 100%. On the Bible, I'm circumcised, but... Brother, we circumcised, brother. Doesn't seem Jewish at all. Exactly. There you go. There you go, mate. Yeah, going around telling everybody. Most humans are. Really? Most humans are circumcised? Oh, I didn't know that. That's good. I think that's what you need to be. You need to be circumcised. That's true. For just for life. If you want to get up in life, be circumcised. That's my advice. And if you can't, and if you're not at an old age, go get it done. It's only gonna hurt for a couple of weeks, and then you're fine. Dag's doctor, I've given him the circumcision. Botched. No, that's not what happened. Oh shit! I think I got too far. Botched. Ah shit! I think I got too far. Thoughts on animals being new or I don't know. I've never had an animal. Never had a fucking animal, mate. All I've had is fucking beans on toast and spuds from a fucking taco truck, mate. Yeah. Did you see Patty and Tom live stream today? Them at dinner. Tom eating clean and Patty drinking milkshakes. I didn't see the live stream, but I mean... Tom Aspinall has always been like, this guy who, we've seen what he eats before. And Patty, I mean, this guy just gets fat, right? If Patty genuinely wants to be a champion, he needs to change his diet, but he's never going to do that. British people eat, I don't know, maybe beans on toast and tea. Yeah, I just got back from having some beans on toast with some classic English breakfast, eh? Yeah. Do you know about Prime Phase in New York? Prime Phase, no. Beans and cheese on potato, same say. Nah, fuck that. Email what the fuck? What? They do be eating that. They do be eating that dough. They do be eating that dough. True. Girl, I know you won't did there. I'm Kendrick Lamar. They eat fish and chips. Early look at Baku. We can go look at Baku. I'm still upset you thought Usman looked bad last night. He did look trash. He looked genuinely trash. What are you talking about? Can you pull up the card? Jamie, pull it up. Jamie, pull up UFC Baku up on my computer screen. I want to look at it. I want to goon to it. I want to come. I'm going to come. I'm going to come. He was fading in the 5th round. He looked like shit. He looked stiff. He looked stiff. He looked nervous. He looked everything no one to look. Let's take a look. His striking is bad, but he's still 5 grappling. No, he's just fighting Buckley, who's ass. Literal butt dookie. Literal butt dookie. Dookie in the butt. Butt dookie. All right. So, first off, we got Muhammad Usman, Kamaru Usman's little brother, fighting Amdi Al-Wahhab. I'm probably going with Amdi Al-Wahhab because Usman is genuinely a terrible fighter. 0 striking, 0 grappling, and he's all athleticism, but Hamdi Al-Wahhab is actually a pretty decent striker. Now, we're moving up to see Tagir Ulanbekov versus Azamat. Sorry, not Azamat. Azat Maksum. I'm probably going to go with Tagir Ulanbekov, just being a little bit more inbred. Both these guys are definitely inbred, but I'm going with Tagir being a little bit more inbred and getting it done. Moving up the card, we have a bunch of women who nobody gives a fuck about. We have a bathroom break and a bathroom break, so please hold your shit in for 2 days because you're going to need to dump it at the same time and literally shit on the toilet because these are going to be some long decisions. I'm probably going to go with Irina getting a decision. And I'm probably going to go with Daria getting a decision. Why? Because they're women or they only know how to get decisions. Jung Young Park versus Ismail Nardiev. Now, Ismail Nardiev, who did he fight in his last fight? Silva. Daria's pretty bad. Bad isn't a baddie. She's so mid. So mid. View fight history. See, he's fighting at... You know what? I'm probably going to go with Ismail Nardiev. He's actually good. I remember his last fight. He actually looked really good. Really, really good. So I'm trusting him as an underdog to get this done and beat Jung Young Park. I think he's going to get it done. I think he's going to probably get a finish over Jung Young Park. I mean, you cannot be a good fighter, be from South Korea. And then we got Oban Elliott versus Sokyeon Kyo. I'm probably going to go with Oban Elliott. He's pretty good, pretty well-rounded, really fun to watch. Bogdan Grad versus Mohamed Naimov. I'm probably going to go with the Mohamed Naimov. He's actually pretty good. Next up, we got Nazim Sadikov versus Nicholas. Oh, I'm going Nazim Sadikov. Orablai versus Musayeva. I don't know who this guy is, but he's from Azerbaijan. He's 0-0-0. I'm going with Orablai. Rizvan Kuniev versus Curtis Blades. I'm going Curtis Blades, obviously. Baku is mad close to Dagestan. Yeah, but it's fucking Azerbaijan. Like, they're not close. Fiziev Bahamondes. I'm probably going Bahamondes. And then main event, I'm going Jamal Hill getting a finish. It's a pretty decent card. Pretty decent card, but is it a great card? Is it a great card? I don't know. Fiziev won? You're going Fiziev? Really? I could see it happening. I think Bahamondes is a little bit untested right now. But at the same time, Fiziev, who is Fiziev beaten? You know, at the end of the day, it's like you beat RDA. Who hasn't beaten RDA? Who else has Fiziev beaten? Right? Really? Actually, who else has he beaten? Moicano. He has a win over Moicano, but that wasn't prime Moicano. I think Fiziev should honestly be back down at I think Fiziev should be back down at he should fight at 145. I don't know what he's doing at 155. I really don't like him. He's a small guy. He's too small from 155. Charles Ilya after that, yeah, I think Ilya Topuria is gonna win via touch of death. And I don't think it's close, which is really unfortunate. But such is life, man. Such is life. It is what it is. I really want Charles to win, but you know what? It is what it is. Honestly, the card's a few fights to watch. Almost off week. True. Dag opening the ketchup packet for the tendies? No, that was not ketchup packets, buddy. You're hilarious, kid. You're hilarious, buddy. You wish it was ketchup packets, buddy. We don't deal in ketchup packets over here. No, we get the whole bottle. But yeah, man. Yeah. Anything else? There's usually stuff going on Twitter. Let me open up Twitter and see what's on. Let's hopefully no Gooner stuff comes up, unless it's Nina Drama. I've genuinely gooned to Nina Drama. What's behind you? Yeah, I'm gonna. Dude, stop freaking me out. I swear to God, say some dumb shit like that to me again. I swear to God, I'm just going to end stream. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit. Holy shit. Hate on Usman at 38. He's like saying Kobe sucked in his last season in the NBA. Can't hate on legends doing great thing late in their career. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to hate on you regardless of your age. Kamaru is as stiff as a board. Oh! Y'all see that fall? Let's watch that fall. Bro, look at this fall. Whoa. Whoa. Ah! Oh, my leg. My leg. You know? Bro, the image behind you. Oh, the image behind me, that's Movzar Evloyev, and it says justice for Movzar because he didn't get any justice. There's a paper behind you. My leg! Weak sauce with attendees on your Usman take. Stop it. Alright, bro. Stop it, lad. I'll fucking kill you, lad. Lad. Ah, lad. Help me, lad. Look up Usman's resume and find a better one. Usman's resume? Oh my gosh, unbelievable. What a resume. Unbelievable. Bro, who'd he beat? 2 wins over Colby Covington, who is trash. 2 wins over Jorge Masvidal. Trash. Beat Burns. Decent win. Beat Woodley. Decent win. Oh, unbelievable. What are you talking about? Bro. Ian Gary's resume is on par with Kamaru Usman's. Ian Gary's resume is on par with Kamaru Usman's today. Today, bro. Today, bro. Yeah, bro. Today, yeah. Beat Strickland and Edwards. You're holding on to wins from flipping 2020, literally 2000, when they had black and white TVs. Does your mom pre-cut tendies for you to eat? No way. Yes, today, Kamaru Usman's resume does not stack up to Ian Gary's resume. MVP, all-time win. Jeff Neal, all-time win. Neil Magny, all-time win. Carlos Prates, all-time win. Right? Lost to Shavkat, but that was a good loss. Okay, we won't take the loss to Shavkat. But Dag mixes SpongeBob and... What the fuck is SpongeBob and macaroni? Of course this commie's bringing up SpongeBob and macaroni. What the fuck does that even mean? Pull it up, bro. You don't want to do it? Pull what up? Kamaru Usman's fake legacy? Beating a bunch of nobodies? Unbelievable! He beat Colby Covington 2 times. Wow, congratulations, bro. I could beat Colby 2 times. Masvidal 2 times. Wow. When's the next video drop and what's it going to be? The next video is going to drop tomorrow, and it's about Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira. Canada doesn't have shapes and cheat. What? I've never heard that before. Almost like they were number one contenders. They were not number one contenders. They were not number one contenders. Stop it. I've never heard of this before in my life. Shapes of mac and cheese? What? This is the gayest thing I've ever seen. Mommy, I want mac and cheese, but it needs to be shaped like LeBron's cock. Mommy. I'm doing a British accent, but I'm pretending to be American. Mom, hey mom, I want mac and cheese, but I want it to be shaped like LeBron's cock. I want it to be thick and veiny. Yeah. I bet Dag uses ranch for his rings instead of blue cheese like a lib. Nah, I'm a blue cheese guy. For Buffalo, 100%. We have to applaud Marty for now, so our win looks better. Fuck that. Marty looks like a stiff fucking virgin. Stupid. Did you see MMA Shay on streams yesterday? What if we did that troll to say Oliveira pulled out yesterday? No way MMA Shay was on stream. I could just be microdosing. Whoever wins the main event loses to Big Unk. I think Jamal Hill has a good chance of beating Magomed Ankalaev. What if you change your name to Lil D MMA? Because I don't have a little D. It's fucking average. Girls literally don't even like the big ones. They don't even like the big ones. So I don't know what you're talking about. Jamal especially losing? No. Okay. Dag, your OF account says deactivated. What's going on? It better not be deactivated. Why would my OF account be deactivated? Dude, I have money on there. I have active subscriptions. Dude, I'm paying real bucks to get shit done over there. What the fuck? Hill gets badly speed mogged. This guy's bringing up flipping anime. Actually, Magomed Ankalaev scales universal, and Jamal Hill is only planetary. So, Jamal Hill gets brutally speed mogged and then finished. Does Hill take down ever? Nah, Hill doesn't get taken down. This guy refuses to get taken down. I mean, look to that Glover. Who's the better grappler? In Hill and Roundtree? Oh, Jamal Hill. Are you kidding me? Roundtree is ass. Dookie. This guy got flipping taken down by Ian Kutalaba. Ian Kutalaba took this guy down and beat him up. And that was after his trip to Thailand. Do you think Pereira was going to beat Hill? No, I had Hill over Pereira. But looking back, if I knew about how bad Hill's injuries were, I would have probably picked Pereira. But if it was pre-injury Hill, he beats Pereira. Magomed in the boxing is 10x faster than Hill. There's no way you'll try to go against that. I mean, okay, yeah, nice. Thank you, bro. Hill wins in the clinch with elbows. Yeah. Who's the blacker fighter, Jamal or Khalil? I think Khalil has more tattoos. So if we were to get like an average shade, I would probably say Khalil because he got a lot of tattoos. So, yeah, that's what I would say. I totally agree with that, bro. Yeah, so I was chilling at the local market, and then I saw Jamal Hill come up to me, and he said, Dreykus. No, I'm just kidding. No one else is streaming, eh? Maybe I could become famous and popular just by being the guy who streams when nobody else is streaming. Hill Rakic is a good fight. That is a good fight. Yep, true. Roundtree has similar mindset as Burns did when he lost to Hamza, where he felt like he did more than expected, so it's a moral victory. Hill wins. You know what? That's an interesting perspective, and I don't think we'll be able to tell until the fight happens, right? I don't think we'll be able to tell until the fight happens. Bro pulled up the Canadian A. I always say A. That's just true. Stream post-fight seems to work better. That's when most streamers are popping off. Yeah, true. True, bro, yeah. True, yeah. That is totally true. I agree. I agree. If I was your boyfriend. If I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. Stream at 3 a.m. EST, you're chilling? Yeah. Do you have mounds up there? Dag, I think you streamed on fight nights, you could get a lot more viewers. Also, if you had another cam on your feet throughout the stream. Yeah, good one. Nice one. Thanks. Thanks for that input, man. I'll put that in the back of my mind. Put a camera on my feet. I'll just wiggle my toes and scrunch my toes every 5 minutes to keep y'all entertained. Are you one of those Canadians that live far from civilization? No, I'm not native. All right, boys. I think I'm gonna dip, and then I'll probably be here tomorrow. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Do I stay here? Do I stay here or dip? We need gooch. No, we don't need a gooch cam. Ain't no way. I'll be here tomorrow, boys. I'll be here tomorrow. I'm gonna dip. I'll post a video tomorrow. It'll be a good video. Also, you need to announce when you go live. Okay, I'll start announcing when I go live. Stay dag, I'm almost finished. Twitter or something. I have a Discord. I post all the time when I'm about to go live. So, try to find that and join it. All right, peace, boys. Thank you all for being here. I will community post when I go live. When I'm about to go live, I'll community post it. That's a good idea. All right, peace, boys. Thank you all for being here. It's been your boy, Dag, man. I'll post tomorrow. Thank you all. Peace.